Metropolis Screams 2.0. The city isn't awake yet, but I can feel the screaming heart codex, the vile alignment of Metropolis, the invisible, honorless dark, a plague of terror in a polite forest, where all the niceties that we proceed are a parade to keep others at bay. We don't want to become the howling prey of a Final Fantasy where in the 7th adaptation of a story we wrestled life once. We don't ever want to accumulate the function of that story ever again as we scream to overcome, to wake the world's compassion. Died of the murder, chalk outline of apathy, a single shot we pumped straight to the vein by a syringe, or any other vulgar function we could find. Adapting the epidermis's fragile complexion to a contortion from violent vermilion. It is red, and we are pretending that the rude narcissistic soul codex of our alignment is in a contortment of Metropolis over our heart, that we're pursuing the damage of victims harmed in the blight forest under a black moon, the eclipse of our morality. This is our freedom to channel our lethargy by changing television broadcast over the radio waves of the heart, because we wrestled life once upon the dais of compassion before the throne of Metropolis, and the apathy contorted our knees to bend, and we detached ourselves from murder into the benevolence of clarity, and there we sought sedation, and a single loveless arrow plunge into the heart of humanity, where life stands today, timeless and on repeat. Hope is bound to nothing, and the complex attachment of frailty is nothing more than the breaking of characters in a brief draft of confidence that was manifest the self-esteem of pride. The mantle of stained glass a statue is holding in the hollow dark, unresponsive, I am undone, we say to the shogun in the mirror. It was just another synonym for the rationale of prophet, who sends forth his sword as a drone for profit, establishing lives lost in countries far aloft, debated over the sea, and we'll never see with our eyes an ocean of blood that streams through streets as another 43 victims fall to the roadside bombing of an IED. The checkpoint harbors a putrid smell now. The violence there was a draft of children becoming men, whose amputated hearts are now in solitary confinement in mode of hell. It's a one-way twilight street, and the transcripts of a final, oft-wayladen fantasy of I wrestled life just once, and I can't ever do it again, but we believe that the contempt of sedation into comfort is clarity, and therein we are bereft of silence and contort our minds to laugh out loud and pretend that all is well when really the world is streaming itself over the web of lies spun towards hell.